in a viral clip of like a goat screaming.
What's up, YouTube? In today's video, I want to talk about the screaming goat meme that originated all the way back in 2007 and how it's still being referenced in TV and movies 17 years later in our Lord's year 2025. Jeez. I'm gonna go over the origins of this meme, its rise to prominence, and notable examples of the screaming goat in movies throughout the years. And in the end, I'm gonna try and explain why this meme has been so enduring and ask if it's finally time to take this goat out to pasture. But before I do, if you've been enjoying my content, please like and subscribe. It really helps the channel out. Thank you so much. Now, let's go goat. This whole screaming goat meme traces its roots back to a video uploaded to YouTube in 2007 titled Man Goat, in which a goat is yelling like a man while tied up to a tree in Peru. This video would go on to get millions of views, thousands of comments, and many remixes and re-uploads, and is considered one of the earliest viral videos, around the same time as Chocolate Rain and Charlie Bit My Finger.
Charlie, that really hurt!
5 years later, another screaming goat would take the internet by storm, only this time, it was actually a sheep. In 2012, a YouTube user uploaded a video titled The Screaming Sheep that is the famous screaming goat meme we all know to this day. Even though, again, it's a sheep. This video would go on to gain 38 million views and spawn countless remixes, including one particularly famous one that edited the screaming sheep into Taylor Swift's then popular song, Trouble.
I'm pretty sure that the most people who saw this music video saw it in a viral clip of like a goat screaming. It's good. That's why people watch it so many times.
This video would also gain millions of views and was titled Taylor Swift Goat Remix, thus perpetuating the fact that this was a goat and not, in actuality, a little lamb. 3 years later, in 2015, the screaming sheep made it to the mainstream, appearing in an advertisement for Sprint Wireless during the Super Bowl. Later that year, the screaming goat made their first reference on the big screen in the fifth and final Ice Age movie, Ice Age Collision Course. This is a very strange movie in which Scrat discovers a UFO, flies to space, and accidentally causes asteroids to head towards Earth. But for our purposes, there's a scene in which an immortal cult leader known as the Shangri-Lama gets mad at Sid for destroying his magical asteroid temple, and that's when we get this. And I've got to give Ice Age credit for being the first movie to reference this meme. It was still somewhat funny and unexpected, as it hadn't been done a million times yet. So, kudos to you, Blue Sky. The next example I could find of the screaming goat was in Despicable Me 3 in 2017. In this scene, Agnes and Edith are in the forest looking for a magical unicorn when they stumble upon a goat with one horn, and you guessed it. Later that year, the movie Ferdinand came out from Blue Sky about a gentle bull played by John Cena who has a goat friend that screams a lot. And during one particular scene, they do the classic screaming goat sound effect. And this is the second time Blue Sky has done this joke in 2 years. So I take back the kudos I gave for them doing it first. Now, 2018 was a big year for the screaming goat, as it was featured in 3 movies that year. First, it was featured in the movie Smallfoot. A movie that I have not seen, but I do know that Zendaya is Michi.
And Zendaya is Michi. Ooh, Zendaya is Michi.
Later that year, it was featured very heavily and randomly in Illumination's The Grinch movie.
Oh, hey there. Sorry, little goat. I was calling for a ring.
In an interview with Business Insider, the filmmakers even admitted that this gag was directly inspired by the Taylor Swift Goat remix, saying, quote, "We all couldn't stop laughing. I just think it's the funniest thing in the world."
It's good.
But they even went on to say that they didn't know how to end the movie, so they just threw in the screaming goat again at the end, and it got the biggest laugh out of anything in the test screening. And that's just sad.
Reindeer to pull up.
It's good.
Just a few weeks after The Grinch came out, Wreck-It Ralph 2, Ralph Breaks the Internet came out, and you guessed it, plenty of screaming goat memes.
Oh, screaming goats are back.
Along with many other cringy, outdated internet references, like Ralph flossing, and even a cameo from disgraced YouTuber Miranda Sings.
All aboard the toxic gossip train.
They even went in and reanimated the original Screaming Sheep video, replacing it with a goat. It's a sheep, dang it! After the big years of 2017 and 2018, in which there were screaming goat references in 5 different movies, all went quiet, and it seemed that we were finally done with the screaming goat. That is, until 4 years later, when Taika Waititi brought them back from the dead with a vengeance in Thor 4, Love and Thunder. I don't hate this movie as much as a lot of other people, but the screaming goats are just awful.
They are beautiful.
Yes, they are beautiful. They also scream quite a lot.
According to another interview with Business Insider, Taika Waititi admitted that the goats were never meant to be screaming. It wasn't until the movie was in post-production when someone showed Taika the Taylor Swift Goat remix that was over a decade old at this point.
That's the song!
What song is that?
That's the song I've been trying to remember. See, I've been telling everyone, I was like, we heard some screams of something, and we were like, that's great, let's make these screaming goats.
It's good.
And I swear to God, whoever made that dang Taylor Swift video deserves a writing credit on all of these movies at this point.
I'm putting them down.
That's great.
2 years later, in 2024, Kung Fu Panda 4 features a goat warrior who does the scream anytime he does an attack. And I just don't think anyone is laughing at this point. Please, put the goat to rest. Also, it was a sheep, not a goat. Oh, also, Mr. Beast is in this movie for some reason.
It's good.
Finally, when I was doing research for examples of this trope in movies, I saw a lot of people referencing the new Minecraft movie trailer. And while I think it's close, I don't think it's all the way there. First off, it's a sheep, and it baas. It doesn't scream.
I am stupid.
In conclusion, I think that this joke is so overdone and unoriginal, I would be happy if I went the rest of my life and never saw a screaming goat in another movie for the rest of my days. The original video came out almost 2 decades ago. That would be like if we were still referencing the dramatic prairie dog in every animated movie. Honestly, I would prefer that. Also, for the last time, it's not even a goat, it's a sheep. And I think it's high time that we let this little lamb go free. Go free, little lamb. Go free. And as far as 20-year-old goat references go, the only goat I want to see is the goat of goats, Japheth from Hoodwinked in 2005.
But a mountain witch done put a spell on me 37 years ago, and now I gotta sing everything I say.
I don't want screaming goats, I want singing goats.
That's right.
You just talk.
Oh, did I? 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 Did I?
That's about all I've got for today. Please let me know in the comments below what you think of the screaming goat meme, and if there are more examples in TV or movies of this trope that I missed. Thank you all so much for watching to the end of the video, and if you haven't already, please like and subscribe. Thank you. Goodbye.
It's good. That's why people watch it so many times.
You've been to me.